Pulling the mask off a narcissist, what to expect. A narcissist carries baggage of childhood trauma in most cases. They're broken people. They have a fragile sense of self, and they try to hide everything they're not by overcompensating. They also are not empathetic. They have the emotional intelligence of a child, if that. They have no true sense of themselves, and they walk around with a sense of entitlement and superiority. When you unmask a narcissist, narcissistic rage is what is going to follow. And we're talking about anything from Cujo, the Stephen King rabid dog-like attacks, with intense anger, intense aggression, or you may get the silent treatment, passive aggression at the mildest end of this. Verbal and physical abuse are very, very common, and at the extreme end, even murder. So you have to be ready when you do expose a narcissist. When they get wind that you know what they are, narcissistic rage is a very common reaction. It can be anything from, like I said, just silent treatment, passive aggression, verbal calling you names, beating you down with verbal, emotional abuse, then physical abuse, actually putting their hands on you, or breaking your things, especially things that are very important to you. So say you are, you love your photography, you love your camera, they will smash your camera. They will slash your tires. They will, try to mess with your inability to get your work done. So if they slash all 4 of your tires during the night and you go out to go to work in the morning, your tires are all slashed. Now you've got this situation to deal with. You've got money, and so they're hurting you there to pay for all of this damage. You've got to deal with, filing police reports and all of this stuff. So they try to stop you from doing what you're doing, your life, because they're jealous of your life. You've become a target of the narcissist because they envy what you have. They envy either the qualities that you have or the life that you have because they lack it. Okay? So when you unmask them, they want you to lose that because they cannot sit back and see you continue to be successful, continue to see you have a great life, continue to do great things, because they're not feeding off that. They are not part of that anymore. You've exposed them, kicked them to the curb, and they are not going to sit back and let you go on with your life. Another thing extremely common is projection, right? They have an inability to see their faults due to a lack of self-awareness. So instead, what they do is they take all those flaws, all those faults, and they project them onto others. So you're going to see a lot of accusing. They'll accuse you of being the narcissist, the liar, the manipulator, the traitor, the cheater, the abuser. It's not going to be them. They will not be accountable for anything that they do. Everything will be projected onto someone else or something else. They love name calling. And their name calling relates to how they really feel about themselves. So, you're ugly, you're lazy, you're fat, you're stupid. You know, all kinds of demeaning names. And then, you know, they'll go to any lengths to do this. And that even comes to public humiliation, because they want to shift that blame from them to you or to something else. It's their defensive mode. This is so common, and it's like their go-to in their toolbox. Now, another one can seem like a good thing, right? Withdrawal. Narcissistic withdrawal. Okay, good. They're going to go away and leave me alone, right? So when they feel they're in a situation where at first they feel, oh my gosh, there's no coming back from this. I've been exposed. What am I going to do? You might see them hightail and run, but they're not really running, okay? Yes, they may try to find another source for their supply, but it's normally just a little step back due to their feelings of deep shame at being exposed. They may have some depression over this unmasking, and they may isolate themselves, run away from what happened, live in that fantasy world, but you know what? They're not really gone. Even when they don't appear there, they're watching your every move. They have an obsession with you. You have what they want, okay? No matter what that is, whether it's the job they want, whether it's the family they want, whether it's the, you know, the personality they want it, and they're not going to let it go easily. So they're going to watch every move you make. It's like the police siren. And it usually doesn't last. The watching every move you make does, but the withdrawal, they will emerge. They will tell others how, oh, you know, I went away. They'll tell you how they went away. They expect to come back and be embraced, be told how much they were missed. That doesn't happen, because while a person like that is gone, you usually have a sense of peace, unless you know they're watching every move you make and they're behind the scenes doing things, which is what usually is the case. When you're the victim of narcissistic abuse, you want nothing more than these abusers to go away, to leave you alone, to go and get on with their life. But because of what they're suffering with, this narcissistic personality disorder, they can't do that. And it's just sometimes you can feel, how will this person leave me alone? And a lot of times it happens that, you know, there's authorities involved because they cross the line. They cross the line, and we'll talk about that in a second. They go to the smear campaign. Now, the smear campaign is another thing that they use. When they're confronted and their mask is taken off and they're exposed, which happens at the end of a relationship usually. Now, whether that relationship is an intimate relationship, or if it's friends, or if it's coworkers, or if it's a boss and they have to, you know, let someone go that like this, it's going to get ugly. It's going to get nasty, because that's what they do. And so they're going to spread rumors. They've been known to blackmail people, okay? And that's why, thankfully, we're having new laws out there for people that are trying to smear others, especially, you know, when we see that people have been videotaped or recorded, private conversations, private text messages, private voice messages, private letters, private, just to humiliate someone, to hurt someone, to put something that was an intimate moment. Especially with teenagers, maybe they've had an intimate moment with someone, it was recorded, they didn't even know this, and then they take that tape, how many times, and put it out there on the internet in order just to humiliate someone. So where a person thinks, oh, I'm venting with a friend, or I'm having an intimate experience with my boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it may be, something that is very private, they will think nothing of exposing it. Zero at it, because it's all about them. They are going to get you back because you are pulling away from them and you are their narcissistic supply, and they're going to hurt you. They don't have empathy because they're not capable of it. They can't even love you because they're not capable of that. They will try to destroy your reputation. They will try to assassinate your character. They will try, amongst anything, to convince people that they are the victim. Look at me. Look at me. They did this to me. Okay? They will go through great lengths. They will exaggerate things. They will fabricate things. Whatever it is, they're not above it. They will do it. They were not above manipulating your family, your friends, your co-workers, whatever it takes, and they will think nothing of manipulating the truth in order to make you appear to be a liar, you appear to be a bad person. They will take things out of context. They will even go to edit things. It's done all over. And it has the ability to not only ruin someone's life, but as we've seen with young people, teenagers that this has happened to, they've ended their lives over things like this. Think about high school. Think about just the regular things that occur that can make teenagers feel hopeless. Well, now think that someone takes a tape of something and puts it out there on the internet, and you've got a vulnerable 16-year-old. Very easily that can escalate to them taking their lives. And, it's sick. Gaslighting. Okay, very, very common. And we've talked about it in the other one, but they create things and situations to discredit you. Plant seeds of doubt to disorient and, distract you, and even have you thinking, wait a minute, what is going on here, right? They want to disturb your equilibrium, to take you off balance so that you're not even understanding what's the truth and what's not anymore. They're trying to do this stuff to play with your mind. It's a bunch of mind games. It's just there to hurt you, to make you think that something's going on that's not, to have you doubt yourself, okay? And they will deny everything. Even when the evidence is put right in front of them, they'll say it's not there. Now, be ready, okay? A narcissist will always have someone they accuse of ruining their life. That's their supply. It is invariably the same person the narcissist is trying to destroy. So when you unmask them, they're going to react. You won't be able to reason with a narcissist. If you think you're going to be able to reason with a narcissist, you're wrong. They'll either talk over you, double talk you, go into word salad. They will just keep throwing things that they did back in your face and telling you that you did them. You're not going to reason with them. They can't. They lack empathy. They don't have real feelings for you. They don't value whatever relationship it was, okay? They can't love you like that. Even as a friend, they don't. They were using you, okay? Because you satisfied a need in them. They have the lack of empathy to care about you or want a real truce. No matter what you do, they will want more. And what I mean by this is sometimes people try to tell you, and it works in normal when you're dealing with normal people, right? Sometimes, how many of us have just said, okay, I'm going to take the high road here. I can't take it anymore. I know that, I didn't do what they said I'm doing, but you know what? If it just stops this, okay, yeah, great. I'm sorry, yeah, that was me. Yeah, right, okay. And, you go ahead, you take that high road and you just do it, for peace. Now, a lot of times in a marriage, yeah, that works, okay? Instead of, going on and on and on about who left the pepper out or who left the milk out, big deal. Is it going to matter in the long run that I'm going to say, yeah, it was me, I left the milk out, I'm really sorry about that? No, because you want peace in your marriage. You're on the same team. You want to get to enjoy things. Your spouse loves you, you love your spouse. And it's about just, hey, okay, you're right. Even when they're not, right? But because you love your spouse, because you love your family, because you love your relationship, you do take that. You do, take one for your team, your marriage. You're both on the same team, right? So, and usually in a healthy partnership, you're both doing that. And it's okay, and it works. Okay, it works in healthy friendships too. You know what I mean? But when you're dealing with a narcissist, you can't just say, okay, you know what? All right, let me go over there. I'll just say I'm sorry, because it doesn't end. Even if they say, all I want is an apology, all I want is this, all I want is that, it's never all they want. It's not. When you give them that apology, it's not enough. It's not enough. They're going to want to punish you endlessly. And they don't just take that apology, okay? But they want to sit there and keep going over why you were wrong, okay? Because it makes them feel superior. And that's something they need to feel, because they are so broken. So if you say to them, okay, yeah, it was me. Let's just say they're accusing you of taking their money. You took my $10. Okay. I'm really sorry. Here's the $10. I'm sorry. I took it. I didn't ask. You're right. I took your $10. Here's the $10. I'm paying you back. I'm really sorry. Please forgive me. But it won't be about that. They'll go on about it. And the sick thing is you know you didn't take their $10, right? So you're just trying to keep this peace, and you've bowed down and been gracious and been the bigger person, and they're going to say, well, why did you take my $10? What made you think you could take my $10? Why did you go and do it? That's not right that you did it. I want to know why you did it. Tell me why you took my $10. You're a bad person that you took my $10. And then even if they say, okay, I forgive you now, the next time something comes up, whatever it is, it's like the last time when you took my $10 and you lied about it. You said you didn't take it. You took it. And then if the relationship falls out, yeah, they took my $10. They stole it. They stole my money. But see, it won't be $10, because what happens is, because they manipulate the truth, things get escalated. And even when they know it can be proven, they don't think people will check them. They don't. They count on you not to check them. Okay? So they will say, go look at this. Go look at that. Go ask this person. Go ask that person. You'll see. You'll see. And they have no fear in doing that. So that $10 will be $100. And a week later, it's going to be $1,000. And the week after that, it'll be $10,000. That's the way it works, okay? Things get escalated constantly. That's what they do. They exaggerate things to make you look worse. They want to punish you endlessly. They'll keep cycling back to what they want you to believe is your fault. And they will never let it go. Never. And they'll turn on you again. And they'll bring up all of those things. And they'll just keep bringing them up. This is not a person that you can have a relationship with. This is not a person that, oh, we had a little argument, we're going to make up and we're going to be great friends. No, you don't want to be friends with a narcissist. They will make your life a living hell. They're not pleasant people to be around. And that's, I think, just such a big misconception with people that look from the outside and haven't been through the abuse that you have. So it's easy to say, oh gosh, why don't you just tell them what they want to hear? Just tell them you're sorry. Just apologize. Be the bigger person. But they don't understand. That's exactly what the narcissist wants you to do. When you do that, they're getting validation for their abuse. They're getting validation for manipulating the truth. They're getting validation for everything they did. You admitted to something that didn't happen in order to pacify them, is what you thought, humor them, and move on. You cannot move on with them. And the more people do this, the worse they get, because they're getting positive reinforcement for their negative actions. No, you can't just say, I'm going to apologize and we'll put it all under the bridge. Because it doesn't. Because then they wanted another apology, and that apology wasn't good enough, and they want it again. And I want you to apologize in front of this person. I want you to apologize in front of my family, and I want you to apologize, in front of my friends. And I want, it never ends, because you doing this to them, in front of the family, friends, coworkers, whatever it is, they are gloating. Look, see, I was right. I was the better person. I did this, but it's never the truth. And so many people do this. We've all probably been guilty of trying to do this in order just to have peace, whether it's with a coworker, or, someone in your family, a friend. It's not really a friend, right? But someone, right? You think, oh, just going to fix it. Just go away, leave me alone, right? What do you want? It's almost like somebody nagging you over and over and over again, and you're trying to get some work done, and you think that if you just, say whatever they want, they will leave you alone and you will get your work done. It's kind of the same thing here. You think, oh my gosh, is it apology all taken? Let me get on with my life. But it's never that. It never ends. The absolute only thing that you can do, and believe me, I know it's hard, is no contact. And they will try everything in the book to get you to break that no contact. So you have to be really vigilant here. You have to lock that door and don't look back. When people come and tell you that that person is spreading lies about you, when you are disillusioned because people who you felt should have known your true character believe the narcissist's lies, not only believe them, but turn on you, yeah, it can be really easy to try and go and show them that you don't even know what you're talking about. You don't even know the truth. But the more you do that, the worse it is. The narcissist will never back down. You bring out 100 truths, they'll come back with 1,000 lies. You come out with 1,000 truths to, offset those lies, they'll come back with 10,000. It's never going to end. It's a game to them, and they describe it as a game. It's amusement. Your life and destroying your life is amusement to them. They are so jealous that that's all they want to do. But they can even be dangerous, even deadly. This is not a person you are going to reconstruct a relationship with. You don't want that. They're not healthy people. It's not healthy for you. And when you're going through this unmasking and they're going through this vengeance at you, smear campaigns, character assassinations, it can be really hard to hear these lies spread about you. And again, like I said, to have people you thought could see the truth believe the lies. But no, you're never going to change the narcissist. And that's a good thing in a way, because that means there's a consistent pattern of behavior. And before long, people will see this pattern. Because when they don't have you, they have to move to someone else. And believe me, you were not their first victim. There is a trail. And eventually, word gets out. People come forward. We see it all over, right? Hey, this person did it to me too. This person did this to me as well. Hey, I know just how you feel. They did this to me 5 years ago. They tried to destroy my life 3 years ago. And this will come out because they don't change. Their behavior doesn't change. They move on to new victims. Save yourself. Don't react. If that means that someone you cared about momentarily is befriending the narcissist, telling the narcissist they're so wonderful, telling the narcissist that you're wrong, telling the narcissist, and other people that no, you have it wrong. Let them. They're the ones that will emerge with egg on their face. Remember, birds of a feather flock together. There's a possibility, yes, they may have fooled someone that is not like them. If it's that case, that person will see sooner or later who they really are. And they will come to you and tell you, how sorry and how wrong they are. But it's also that those people that align with them are people that are the same as them. Other narcissists, people you don't want in your life. So let it go. Don't react to it. The truth is going to come out sooner or later. Sometimes it can seem like it's taking a long time. Sometimes it doesn't seem like there's going to be that light that shined on the truth. But just have faith in it and know that no contact means no contact, no matter what they say. No matter what they say. No contact means no contact. Now, that doesn't mean if a person is doing illegal things to you, or they're, harassing you, if they're going against, terms of social media, if they're creating, smear campaigns, by all means, you contact the authorities, you contact the FBI, you contact social media, and you let them know what's happening. But do not have contact with the people that are doing this. The authorities are there to intervene. No contact means no contact. Do not buy into that. That's exactly what they want. They're going to keep escalating whatever they're saying to get a rise out of you. ignore them. They're not worth it. And anyone that believes their lies will see the truth sooner or later. And whether they accept it or whether they're just like them and stay aligned with them anyway, that's on them. That's not on you. You stay true to yourself. That's all that matters. You don't have to explain, wait a minute, do you even know what this is? This is out of context. This was a private, conversation. This was something that I told to a friend. This was something that was said in confidence. I had a bad day. I was venting about something. Now they're throwing something out there. It's violating. Absolutely. But don't respond to it, because the truth will come out. It will. And your character will be true to what it really is. And if people, again, can't see it, then you know what? What do they say? Those that matter know, and those that don't know didn't really matter. Those that would believe these lies, they'll either come around or they won't. And if they don't, you really didn't matter to them. They didn't really know you. So you're going to want to get help, because when you unmask a narcissist, again, it's not a pretty scene. Seek a therapist, a support group to help you with the fallout. Things are going to get worse before they get better. But it's never going to get better if you do not cut off these toxic people. So the attacks can lead you to feel hopeless, feel suicidal, go into depression, want to just withdraw, can give you intense sadness and feelings of despair. Be ready for it. Know it's going to happen. Get into a support group. Get a good therapist. Have a good friend, one that you know that you can trust. Don't go into the arms of another narcissist. This is so important. Narcissists prey, and they prey on people in their weakest moments. When you are going through this fallout, that is the time another narcissist sees you as their new supply. Be very vigilant. Don't just go right into a new friendship. Try to find a trusted friend, a trusted family member when you need to cry, vent, talk about things, but not into the arms of another narcissist that's going to exploit, humiliate, bully you later on, just at a later time. You have to realize how they prey on you. And that's the most important thing, is to just understand. They are broken people without empathy, and they're always on the hunt for their next supply. The truth is going to be revealed in time. Narcissists don't change. It's only a matter of time before they do it to another person. Now, you're going to see it happen. And the narcissist may align with a new person who's their new supply in order to seek revenge on you. But it's just a matter of time before they turn on each other. And it's going to leave a trail of destruction, of wronged people, of people they've hurt. And that's what's going to be consistent. That's their consistent behavior pattern that you're going to see. Just know in time, the truth will show the reality of the situation. It can feel so frustrating, like banging your head against a wall, when you know that even one person doesn't understand the situation to the point that they're believing these lies. And believe me, I know how hard it is, but you've got to keep telling yourself, the truth will come to light, the truth will come to light, the truth will come to light. People will see, because one thing that's not going to change is the narcissist. There will be more victims. There will be more people. That's a given. So hold on to that truth, because you're going to need to remember it, and always know it is not you. It has always been them, no matter what they've said. And, daily affirmations, things like that, time to take, some time just to meditate, think, pray. Praying is, something that works for me. Maybe for you it's, meditation, whatever it is. Just get into that space where you, talk to yourself that, hey, you know the truth, and it will come to light.